Welcome to the first session of our Healing, Heroes, and Hope Cancer Speaker Series presented by Ryan Companies. I'm Jessica Mulligan, Executive Director of the Frederick Menomonee Falls Hospital Foundation, and it is our pleasure to present this series to you. Cancer is a disease that impacts all of our lives. Sometimes we're the patient, sometimes we're a friend or loved one walking alongside a patient, or sometimes we're the one delivering care. Whichever way you find yourself facing cancer, it changes you. Today we have the pleasure of sharing stories and information about the cancer care experience at Frederick Menomonee Falls Hospital and how to support someone you love as they face a journey with cancer.
Cancer is a double-edged sword. It's a devastating diagnosis, but also it's an opportunity for you to take the blinders off that you've had on all of your life and come face to face with your own mortality and what is really important in your life. Grab a hold of it, tell the people that you love how much you love them, and encourage them to do the same back to you, but live your life. I did help with my mom and dad during the later part, the twilight of their life. So, and I found it to be really joyous instead of super sad. Although I was really sad to lose them, it was really an opportunity for me to be with them. In 2010, I was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer. I often say that it's like someone pulls the rug out from underneath not your feet, but your whole life, because I always say that cancer is not just a disease of the individual, it affects the whole family. Anybody that loves you is affected. So I was devastated. For me, when I saw myself going through cancer treatment, I often thought back to how my mother was, because she had breast cancer as well. So I put myself in that situation for a while until I really sat down with myself and said, look, this is a different cancer than your mother had. I decided just to make my cancer journey treatment story my own. I started blogging about it. I wrote a lot of funny stuff. I think humor is super important, and I got every side effect, and it allows me at real time with patients to say, look, I've thought all of those thoughts. I've cried all those tears. Believe me. I would be remiss if I didn't share part of myself with them, either by words or sharing my story when somebody says, I can't do this anymore. And I encourage them, believe me, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Anybody can. Well, I think people have preconceived notions of a cancer center being this very somber and sad, quiet place, but it's quite the opposite.
If you can say it was an awesome experience, surviving cancer, it was, because of the people here.
All the nurses, they came up and greeted me and said that, it's not going to be that bad. Just, we're going to get you through it. And we're going to, and they were great. They bent over backwards for me, and they didn't even know me. They didn't know me, and these people are treating me like this.
When you exemplify closeness, trust, cohesiveness.
There is a secret sauce, if I may, at Frederick Menomonee Falls that I don't think I've seen at any other community hospital that I've had a chance to either travel to or observe.
I obviously was a patient here before I started working here, and I wanted to work here just because everybody was so nice, so kind. You felt like you could call them if you had to, even I felt like I called all the time with stupid questions, and nobody ever made me feel stupid or like I was bothering them, and it obviously makes a difference in your care and how you feel.
I think it's great for patients because they can have really great, state-of-the-art care at a place that treats them like a person.
We know their golf schedule. We know their kids. We know that there's a wedding. We celebrate those things. So, we become their family.
It's the people here, the accessibility, the smile when you walk in the door for our front desk staff, to the amazing nursing care that we have here. And then, of course, all my physician colleagues that just understand what it is to deliver exceptional care here in a community setting.
Taking care of cancer, it humbles you. It makes me thankful that I have the opportunity of taking care of these very vulnerable patients and really helping them through this difficult time in their lives.
They are top notch, really are. And they made me feel like I was going to recover. I was going to get better.
We as a physician team, or a treatment team of physicians and nurses and oncologists, are really important for patients to get them through the diagnosis. But their friends and family and loved ones are just as important, if not more important, in helping patients through their treatment.
Having a support system is so important. Attitude is everything when you're going through cancer. Having a bad attitude is not going to help in any way, shape, or form. So you really need people to champion behind you and lift your spirits and keep you in a positive place.
I would say for a spouse, just being there and holding somebody's hand. If you haven't been a talker before, that's okay, because cancer patients really just want you to listen. And they don't want you to treat them like they're dying, because that's not true. You should treat them like they're living. If you're a friend that doesn't know what to say or how to help, meals. Prepare meals that can be frozen and used at a later time. Rally around the person that has cancer and provide rides, or a card in the mail. It doesn't have to be any profound gesture. Just saying nothing is not going to help anybody,
The people here are so supportive, and I always enjoyed just coming here, not for the treatment, but just coming here and listening to the nurses banter.
Having people who support you and uplift you and can see that you're having a bad day and try to make it a little bit better really makes a difference. And I think we try to do that for our patients, every day.
They got to know that they're taken care of. And it's not just the skill. It's that they're taken care of by somebody that has their whole heart in it. That I'm going to look you in the eye when you're crying, and I'm going to tell you, whatever you need, I'm here for you.
If today's session inspired you and you want to be part of the mission of the Froedtert Menomonee Falls Cancer Center, ways to give are listed on the screen now. All proceeds raised directly benefit the Cancer Center at Froedtert Menomonee Falls. Join us again in May for the next video, which will focus on healing.